Well, hello there. Happy Monday. Core 101. How we doing today? Um, all right. So I often liked, oftentimes like, try that one more time. I oftentimes like to kind of do it this way. I like to give you an assignment, um, give you as many of the details as I possibly can in writing, and then maybe give you a few instructions, and then send you to a particular website, especially when it comes to the library website, and have you try to see if you can figure it out, try to find it, kind of get an idea of what it looks like, where the buttons are, what buttons maybe you've already pushed or selected, or you tried to find this and that and the other. And then, so this is what kind of what we refer to, kind of was talking about last week, for those of you who may recall the Why Are You Here kind of little mini presentation, right? It's that combination of experiential learning and instruction, right? So a lot of times I like to present you with an experience first and then kind of come in afterwards and say, okay, now let's take a look at this. Because then you'll be on there and you'll already have like a point of reference. And so a lot of times in education, we call this grafting. And so to graft onto, you need to be kind of exposed a little bit to the information, kind of get in there, get into the quagmire, if you will, have an idea of what these words are. You're looking at that. Maybe it doesn't quite make sense to you yet. You've been to the Shipman Library. It's not making sense just yet, but you've kind of tooled around on it a little bit. Now we're going to go through it, and then I can connect to what you already kind of know. And then that's what they call grafting. Grafting comes out of sometimes chaos. Learning and growth, making these connections a lot of times comes from chaos. So there's a method to my madness. So bear with me and just understand this really works for me anyway. So, and I hope it works for you. All right. So I'm just going to kind of talk about the interdisciplinary bibliography and research log. And if you're watching this right now, you're thinking, hey, this was already due. I know it's okay. You know how my due dates are fluid. So if you're still working on this, that's quite okay. All right. It's all good. Keep working on it. We still need to refine these sources down to find peer-reviewed sources. Maybe you think you've got some peer-reviewed sources. You're not sure. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. It's okay. All right. So we went over this last week, so we understand kind of the basic idea of what we're looking for. So I just wanted to I know I kind of sent out a message yesterday. So if you go into my Adrian, you're going to see Shipman Library. All right, so we're going to go to the Shipman Library and kind of look at this. The best way to do this is to hit Find Articles. All right, and then we wait for that to come up. Okay, then you'll notice over here, databases by subject area, right? So some of these look familiar. They have a little bit, some of the different names. Social sciences is similar. Arts and humanities versus humanities and the arts. Business and economics, we might think about those as the applied sciences, and then the natural sciences, the natural sciences. Okay. These things here say these are good places to begin. While that may or may not be true, I like to get into here because then we can think about databases, right? So if you're looking, or maybe you've looked at the assignment sheet here. Let's go back to the assignment sheet here. You humanities and fine arts, and let's say that you're looking up something that's religion, history, or think it's classical, or maybe it's philosophy related, or you wanting to find something that maybe you think is philosophy related or religion related or whatever. Now we've got databases, right? We talked about looking, and we talked about naming the specific databases. And so this is where you will find these. So here's some humanities general ones. Then you can look through here and kind of decide. And sometimes you really sometimes just have to select one, okay, and type in stuff and see if it's going to bring back the type of resources, the type of sources, the type of things that you're looking for or that you're looking at, right, to help you locate your key terms, right, or your key phrases. So a lot of times it does take sometimes you just have to give it a try, right? Or trial and error, maybe. All right, so that's where you find the databases. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll talk a little bit more about then how we can get those narrowed down, perhaps to peer review. And I'll give you another example here in the second video coming up shortly. All right, you all stay awesome. I'll see you in a minute. Bye.